Welcome to a Zenless Zone Zero video, where today we're gonna talk about mistakes that beginner makes but no one talks about. About me, I'm Cook. I've played this game for almost 2 years now, and welcome to my kitchen. This video is for brand new players, where I will tell you 3 biggest mistakes that you could make that will ruin your enjoyment of the game. Now, what do I mean by that? What I meant was a lot of new players who just made the brand new account with 0 characters are already blitzing through the stories and events just to get to the endgame as soon as possible. But here's the ugly truth. The endgame is very boring. It's like a wasteland of content, more waste than the outer ring. So that's my first piece of advice. Do not rush to the endgame. You will find it hollow when you reach it, and all the content you have skipped, you cannot experience it again for the first time. And that's coming out from someone who plays multiple hours of endgame, trying to figure out the best teams, weird builds, lowest cost, and VOD reviews from other players. But I hear what you're saying. What you're missing out is polychromes every patch. That's true, but you're only losing 20 pulls maximum per patch if you do not clear endgame at all. You can still clear some and still get some reward. The rule of thumb is that if you are under leveled by 10, then you can clear endgame. Plus, the events and the early missions are easy enough to offset the pulls that you're missing out on the endgame. So I advise you to take some time. Experience new Eridu, walk around Lumina Square, and walk around 6th Street. Talk to the NPCs, and who knows, there might be secrets out there waiting for you. The second mistake is pulling for someone you do not like. Gacha games has a finite amount of pulls per patch, and yes, ZZZ has enough pulls per patch to guarantee you at least one S rank. But you might still not get it if you're unlucky. So, saving for the characters you like is a must. But what if you're in a situation where there's a character you like, but her support is right on the previous banner? What should you do? Should you gambit and try to get 2? Should you pull for the support? Or just skip the support for the character you like? My best bet is to always trying to pull for the character you like, no matter what the aspect of them, whether it's gameplay, performance, personalities, or even looks. If you like them, you go get them. Especially new characters, as they get a lot of shields, so they alone can clear endgames with A rank characters for a long time. And if you're pulling for someone old or outdated, or they need more supports to clear endgames, you eventually get those supports anyway. So don't be scared, Hugo isn't the priority picks in the free event. They're gonna rerun the island with 100% rate up anyway, and you're gonna get a good stunner eventually. So if you like someone, just pull for them. And trust me on this, the game so far has been treating old characters very well. So don't be afraid of pulling someone you like but have to put them on a bench, unable to clear with them. The worst case scenario is you have to wait a few patches before playing them, but you get to play them eventually. Lastly is score chasing. Now this point is just an extension of the last one, but there are still things needed to be said. I will make you a spectrum, from as long as I clear to most damage lowest cost as possible with 65k daily assault or 50k shield defense. I'm not saying that which one is right or wrong. It's a game and you play it however you like. But I think it's healthy to stay in the middle. Why? Because if you adopt the mentality of as long as I clear, then 2 things will happen. A. It will not clear in the future because of power crap introduced by newer agents every time. So you want to future-proofing your team, get extra performance so when that HP inflation comes, your team still clears. B. By pushing your team to the absolute limit, you will learn the beauty of combat mechanics of the game, on how characters works, why they work, why some team comps are just better than others, in what situation, and figuring out what builds it's best for the agent. There's a certain beauty in mastering the agent and the encounters of the endgame. If you watch Zeke's videos on the rotations of each fight in the game, Zenless Zone Zero from being an action combat game turns into a puzzle or speedrunning game where there are timelines and benchmarks to hit each encounters. All of that we're missing is this soundtrack, and we will have a summoning sword video. its absolute limit, but in the end of the spectrum, chasing low-cost maximum score clears is also ill-advised. That means that you have to push for the meta characters to achieve the high scores at lower cost, which quickly becomes the game of meta. You will have to spend money if your pooling situation isn't look good. Now, I'm not telling you how to play or what you spend your money on, but personally, I'm happy what I have. I do not go out of my way to spend money just to get my points up a few thousand points. I'll make do with the characters I have and find ways to make them perform as best as possible. Yes, I do spend my money on a monthly pass, but it's the most effective way to spend my money for the skin. By the way, if the devs are pulling back on the events and pool economy in each patch, then you bet your ass I'm going out with a pitchfork. They're still struggling along for 2 years with generous pools economy, but if they pull that back, that means they're forcing us to put our money in to get our favorite characters. Zenless has 10,000 ways to monetize their game. They just need to make outfits for the agent from the cover art or the promotional collab, and they already make banks. In 3.1, with the introduction of emotes, there will be other ways to monetize in the future. So no, even if I can make do with my agent, that doesn't mean I'm tolerant of them if the pool's economy gets shallow patch by patch. So that's it, do not rush the endgame, don't get brainwashed into pulling for someone you do not like and missing out on someone you do. Don't be too stressed out on the performance, just play the best that you could. Well, that's it, see ya.